What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Now, a lot of times we only think it's diabetes as an American problem, but we forget that it's actually worldwide. Different cultures and different ethnicities suffer from diabetes as well, and not just black and white people. Now, today we're going to be talking about an entirely different culture who suffers from diabetes and actually have the most cases of diabetes worldwide. Okay guys, now today we're talking about cases of diabetes that actually can affect Chinese people. Okay guys, since 2010, China actually has 93 million people who has diabetes. That is 10% of its population. That is crazy. This means 10% of your people is suffering from a disease that is highly avoidable. Now at the same time, cases of diabetes is higher in the urban areas at 11.4%. instead of the rural areas at 8.4%. Now outside of that, nearly 148 million people is considered pre-diabetes. Guys, I mean nearly 15% of its population is pre-diabetic. Now I say that this is widely caused by eating habits. Now with Asian diets, a lot of Asians actually eat a lot of rice for almost every meal. Now because of that, their carb intake is pretty high, and that can actually contribute to a large number of people in China actually having diabetes. Now as a disclaimer, these numbers may not be that accurate, as in the medical records in rural areas of China are not actually kept up like it should be. It is estimated that over 500 million people in China will be pre-diabetic by 2030. Which is literally half of its population. Oh my god. Okay, according to the International Diabetes Federation, over 60% of diabetics in China are not diagnosed. Now this can be due to poor public awareness, poor maintaining of medical records, and limited opportunities for diagnosis. Now at the same time, a lot of rural Chinese people actually get diagnosed with diabetes when they enter their health system for other issues such as heart attacks and strokes. Now there seems to be accessible care in urban areas, but not so much in the rural areas. That's because less people live out there, and the government may not reach out that far when it comes to an active health system. Now contributions such as smoke, excessive alcohol consumption, physical inactivity, and an unbalanced diet are major contributions to the Chinese people having a high case of diabetes. Now diabetes in China has been on the rise for like the last 20 years. Now scientists do say that the reason diabetes has been increasing is because China's urbanization, they're becoming more Western, and a lot of times they take up Western habits like eating a ton of meat, highly processed foods, sweets, and other factors that can lead to diabetes. In 2002, the Chinese National Nutrition and Health surveyed that diabetes complications are more prevalent in its rural communities. Now they also say that greater age with more body mass can contribute and actually give you more of a chance to contract diabetes. But at the same time, that's everywhere. It's not just in China, it's every person alive right now. But at the same time, outside of that, Chinese people can contract diabetes even if they have a lower to mildly body mass index. Okay guys, just going through the notes right here. Like I said in the beginning of the video, that diabetes is not just an American problem. It's not just a Canadian problem. This problem actually exists worldwide. And a lot of times, just like in China, it is due to our diets. We are not eating properly. When we want food now, which is why we consume so much fast food like McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars. Because when we're hungry, we want to satisfy that hunger right away. But we do it with foods that actually causes harm to our body in the long run. It cuts our longevity down, which is why I do not eat fast food anymore. Now I still go to restaurants, but when I go to restaurants, my food is cooked right there in front of me. I make healthy choices that would not cause harm to my body. So if I go to a Coney Island and say I get an omelet, I'm making sure that omelet don't have anything that's high glycemic. And it's actually something that my body consumes without spiking my blood sugar pretty fast. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I work out 4 to 5 times a week. I do cardio about 2, 3, 4 times a week. So I'm making sure my body has the best advantage possible to maintain its longevity, so I could be here as long as possible. Like I said in the previous video, I want kids one day, and I want to be around to have those kids. I want to be healthy enough where I can play with my children when I have them, because I took care of myself now, instead of starting to have health issues and my kids are growing up and see me having poor health and actually failing health. That's something I don't want to put them through. So I thought it was interesting to check out a different culture And I may do this again. I may do Japan, I may do Vietnam, I may do Thailand. Because like I said, a lot of the cultures in Asia actually use rice as a staple in their diet. So they actually consume a high amount of carbs. And it's interesting how those high amount of carbs affect each culture. Okay guys, now we're skipping a couple days ahead. I wanted to update you on my intermittent fasting and how my blood sugar been really. My eating hours are from 4 to midnight. Then from midnight to 4 p.m. I don't eat at all. I fast for 16 hours. And actually I've been keeping my blood sugars around the same number almost every day consistently. Now my blood sugar spike, it can be due to something I ate. And most of the time that's exactly what it is, because if I eat something that's a little bit more on carbs than what I should, then my blood sugar will automatically spike. Even if it's low glycemic, it'll still be a little higher than what it was the day before. Now I do know what's causing my blood sugar to spike, which is always a good thing. Now my blood sugars have been around the low 200s. Actually hit 200 flat one day. But I just haven't been able to get it down below that point yet. I know it's gonna take some time. I'm gonna keep fighting. You know, I'm not giving up because I do want my body to be at its best optimal performance possible. So I know all I have to do is just figure out, why it's not dropping, adjust some stuff, then make sure I stay on track. That's really all I have to do. Now as far as my gym days, I'm going to the gym maybe 3 or 5 times a week. When I go in, I do medium to lightweight. I make sure I do a lot of reps. Like I said, I'm trying to lean out, which my diet is actually helping me lean out pretty well. I'm actually enjoying the way I look. I feel like I'm finally getting that superhero physique that I was talking about earlier on my vlogs. And like I said, it feels amazing. I'm finally getting the body that I wanted for years. And all I had to do is really just make a major overhaul to my diet. And I'm happy I did it. I have no regrets about that. Now guys, like I've been saying for a long time, I'm gonna start posting twice a week. Those days will be Monday and Friday. And the reason for that is because I want to engage with you guys more. I don't want to be one of the channels to only upload once a week. That's pretty much it, and don't engage with the subscribers. Like I said, I'm building a community now where only I could benefit, but you could benefit as well. We can learn things from one another, and that's really why I'm building my YouTube channel. Because I don't know everything. Like I said in the past, I am not the end all be all. All I do is research everything before I talk about it, and then that's how I know the facts of it. Maybe you guys know something that I don't. Maybe you guys can help me learn something that I don't. And, I'm looking forward to that. And I want to say thank you to everybody, because now this channel is over 300 subscribers. That is crazy. This channel is growing so fast that I am so appreciative about it. And I love each and every one of you guys who take the time out the day to actually come subscribe to the channel and actually care about what I'm posting. Hope you guys have a good day. Now what I'd like for you to do is leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to know anything, just leave a comment below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.